Hello everyone. In this video I thought it would be interesting to compare two different dreadnoughts from two different sci-fi shows from factions that have similar technology. I chose the Nova Class Dreadnought from Babylon 5 and the Truman Class Dreadnought from the Expanse. Both of these ships are tanks and have their own advantages. Like always, we'll be looking at the design of each of these ships, and at the end we'll be matching up these ships against each other to find out which one would win. Starting out, we won't be looking at their engines, but instead we'll be looking at what makes their dreadnought stand out. The origins of the name Dreadnought comes from a British battleship named Dreadnought in the early 19th century, and later on other heavy armored battleships were called Dreadnoughts as a type of ship. Like I said before, we won't be looking at the type of engine that they have, but instead we'll be looking at their firepower and defenses, which is one of the main characteristics of a dreadnought. We will be starting out looking at the Nova Class Dreadnought from Babylon 5. The Nova Class is sometimes referred as a battleship and is one of the older class ships in the Earth Alliance. The Dreadnought was first introduced in service in the 2220s and saw action during the Dilgar War. The main idea behind the design of the ship was having the capability to fight a more advanced alien ship head-on. The Nova Class Dreadnought has no gravity and is capable of carrying a crew between 250 to 1,000. It has 36 Star Furies in a shuttle bay and is armed with 18 twin cannons, 6 heavy particle beams, 2 fusion missile launchers, and 2 heavy plasma mortars. It's also defended by armored hull and 22 defense energy projectors. The Truman Class Dreadnought is the second largest battleship in the United Nations Navy and serves as its flagship. It's one of the oldest class ship in the Navy and is considered one of the more advanced ships. It's capable of carrying 1,400 personnel, which includes the ship's crew and UN Marines. The ship is also capable of carrying 6 L-type dropship skiffs and 3 repair skiffs in a shuttle bay. The Truman Class Dreadnought is armed with 2 Farron pattern heavy railguns, 9 auto-loading torpedo bays which contains different warheads such as plasma and nuclear, and 42 Redfield ballistic 40mm point defense cannons. Both the Truman and Nova Class Dreadnoughts capable of being a troop transporter ship as well as a battleship. What needs to be looked at when comparing both of these ships is the power and range of these weapons, as well as the ship's design to handle combat. I was not able to find reliable information on the range of the Nova Class weapons, but assuming that the range is around the same as the Truman's, we'll have to look at their defenses instead. When it comes to it, the ship with the best defense weapons will most likely be able to outlast the other ship depending on the power of the ship and the design. The Nova Class Dreadnought has 22 defense grid energy projectors. After doing some research, it seems like the grid is a high-speed projectile and a pulse weaponry, which is capable of intercepting missiles and kinetic weapons, anything that's not a beam. Since a good portion of the Truman Class weapons is kinetic, this will benefit the Nova Class greatly. The Truman Class has 42-point defense cannons, which is a rapid-fire projectile weapon which is capable of intercepting missiles. One cannon can spew up to 1,000 rounds per minute, which is something a Nova Class is not used to. Since the Nova Class defense weapons are projectile weapons, it's safe to say that these weapons can intercept energy weapons, since you would think that the Earth Alliance would design a defense grid that could defend its ships against different types of weapons. This would imply that the Truman Class kinetic weapons should be able to intercept the Nova Class weapons as well. When analyzing both of these ships, it's apparent that the Truman defense weapons is built to defend itself from all angles, and mostly relies on its missiles and railguns as its forward weapons. The Nova Class is mostly made for forward attacks, which is made apparent when observing the ship. If the Nova ship had to face a bunch of different ships, then I can see the Nova Class ship getting overwhelmed and destroyed. Since it's only facing one ship, I can see the Nova Class ship overwhelming the Truman with its cannons. If the Nova Class ship attacked first, with no doubt it would win. But if it didn't, I give the Nova Class 60% chance that it would win. The reason why I give it only 60% is because we have to consider the Truman's missiles. The Truman has 6 torpedo bays, which has a variety of different kinds of missiles, such as nuclear, which we know brings a huge amount of damage to a Nova Class ship. If the Nova Class defense weapons are not operating at full capacity, then it's highly possible for a nuclear missile hitting the hull, which would lead to the destruction of the ship. The Nova Class weapons are definitely more advanced than the Truman. If the Truman can find the right firing pattern, then I can see it winning against the Nova Class. I have to give the Nova Class Dreadnought an edge due to its advanced weapons, but I would not be surprised if the Truman Class ship is capable of destroying them due to its missiles. What's your thoughts on this subject? Do you think that Truman has a high advantage because of its huge arrays of torpedo bays? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video, then you might like these other 2 videos. Also, please like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching Utopian Broadcast Channel. I hope to see you next time on my channel. Thank you.